In today's video, I will demonstrate how you can walk gracefully in heels. I'm a professional dancer. I know something about the heels, and hopefully this video is going to help you out and you're going to feel a little bit more comfortable. Hello, my beautiful subscribers. Rasa the dancer is here, and today's video is all for the ladies. Now, we're going to try and learn how to walk in heels. Now, walking is a little bit different than dancing, so I thought we're going to start with walking. And then if you enjoyed this video, I'm happy to show you actually how it's easier also to dance in heels. Now, I'm going to give you some tips. I'm also going to show you different kind of walks. A lot of the walking is subjective. Some people like a little bit more sass. Some people like a little bit more elegance. So you're going to have to kind of discover certain things on your own. But some major things are universal. And I think if you focus on those, you would be on a good path. And then you can just zhuzh it up with your own flavor and you're good to go. All right, before we get walking, let me introduce you to the heels I'll be using today. So they're closed shoes with heels. I'm not sure how high the heel is really, but it is a bit of there is some height to it. I would say like 2.5 centimeters. These shoes are Bianco and they are really comfortable. So why am I showing you these shoes first? Because it's a very important thing to understand that depending on how good the shoe is, how well it fits your foot, is how you're going to feel when you're walking with them. Now, I have made recently a video about how to pick the right shoe. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure you do. I'm going to tag it in the end of the video. So just make sure you watch that. Because if you pick the right shoe, walking is easy. If you pick the shoe that you like or is pretty, but it doesn't fit your actual foot, that's when you end up having problems and it becomes a situation. So there's a huge difference between having to wear something because you really, really have to. And then there's a huge difference if you actually have to wear something and you have the shoe that fits you. Two different things. Now, let's assume you're wearing shoes that don't fit you. Okay, it so happened you wanted them, you got them, and suddenly you have to walk with them to a party or something and you're suffocating. So we're going to talk about it when we actually walk on them, what you can do. But in general, in those cases, you already know you made a bad decision choosing a shoe. It's not about the heel, it's how it fits you. So then it's all about the face. No matter how much pain you are in, you're going to have to walk like you are in no pain whatsoever, and you have to have a nice, smooth face. So whatever happens, now you're in it, so you're just going to have to relax your face, and whatever pain you're feeling inside, you can think about it later. When you go back home, you take them off and you put your feet in ice, yes? This is unavoidable. It happens to the best of us. It's sometimes, you know, when you look at the girl and she looks like, wow, she's wearing those heels and it's nothing for her. Inside, she could be dying, but she's been doing this for so long and she's been dying inside for so long that she looks like she's okay. But actually, it's just the face, okay? So don't be fooled. Try to pick a good shoe first that fits your foot. And if you haven't done that, figure out your face and just deal with it. All right, so let's start with posture. That's our number one concern, because when you're on your heels, a lot of the times you feel like you're out of balance. That could be a little bit due to the lack of strength in your ankles and stuff, but also a lot to do with posture. You fix your posture, you look good, and also you will feel more balanced. So we're not going to take our shoulder blades back. We're not going to bend backwards or forwards. Instead, this part, the lower part of your core, we're going to push it inside. As we push it inside, you're going to feel energy coming all the way around your core right here. And that energy, we need to raise it up to the tip of your head. So if you feel from pushing this in and through your core and everything going up in the tip of your head, you're going to feel that little bit of energy that keeps you balanced. But at the same time, you're going to look graceful and you're going to have like this piece of your body that puts everything else together. Okay, so that's number one, posture. Now, number two, arms before we even start walking. The arms can be funny sometimes, so we never really want to focus on them. We don't want to think of where to put them because then you start walking and you start doing strange things with your arms. Instead, we want to make sure that they're relaxed. They're relaxed and they're naturally next to our body. We don't want them to be in front, nor do we want them to be behind. Naturally relaxed by our body. You're going to have a natural curl here in the arm. That's absolutely fine. So then when you're walking, the arms will be naturally gliding. We don't think about them. We just allow them to move wherever they need to move. Okay? Number 3, of course, is our feet. Okay? So a few things you need to know. Number 1, we never walk in 2 lines. We want to walk in as much as possible 1 line. So 2 lines is like this, right? And then, you will see some people walking like this. So this is not very attractive or elegant, right? So instead, we want 1 line when we're putting 1 foot in front of another. Another tip, we don't want pigeon toes. So our toes are not going to go inside. They're always going to go on the outside. They don't have to go a lot on the outside. But if they do, they look a little bit more graceful. Also, when you place your feet on the outside and you have 1 line when you're walking, your hips have a natural sway. So you can kind of relax into that sway as well. That gives you a little bit more confidence when you're walking. So if you have 1 line in your feet and you're turned out your toes and you relax your hips, it will give you a little bit more confidence. Okay? So now let me just clear everything up and put everything in perspective so you could actually check yourself. Posture, push in, up, and everything goes up, but I'm super relaxed, right? The only tension I feel is a little bit around my core. Arms naturally relaxed and by my side. I don't worry about them. I let them do their thing. Feet in 1 straight line, a little bit turning out the toes. And if I could relax my hips, that would be great. 1 foot at a time. Don't rush. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed. You don't want to be going on your toes, nor do you want to be going on your heels. Right? You want a distribution. Your heel goes first, but it lands on the toe. Heel goes first, but it lands on the toe, right? And then you relax. Now, we also talked about how you need a personal thing that happens to your walk that is just your own. If you want a little bit more sass, you relax those hips a little bit more. You can sway the arms a little bit more because you have a little bit more of a bounce. If you want a little bit more elegance, you're going to control your hips a little bit. And maybe you want to angle a little bit more your body as you are moving, just to give a little bit more flavor. That is a personal thing. You look at the catwalk, every different designer requires women to walk different way. So it's nothing wrong or right. It's what you prefer. But in order to feel confident with your heels and not feel like you cannot handle the walk on them, these are the tips that I truly recommend. And of course, practice is the key. You get the good shoes, and if you don't get the good shoes, fix the face. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and more importantly, I hope you found this useful. So if you have, let me know in the comments, and also if you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments as well. And if you'd like me to make the video on actually how to dance more comfortably in heels, I'm happy to do that too. So just speak to me and I shall provide. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel, give me some likes, and I'm gonna leave you here with other videos talking about heels. So check them out, and I will see you soon. Mwah!